All right, all right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the man who taught me this truth. I would like to say shalom to you, Akim, and Fuakwath, you men, women, and little ones that believe on the words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi. It's your brother Micah Allah, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, Lord willing to edify. And the title of this lesson is Yahawashi Is Coming. And we're seeing the signs that the Lord is clearly showing in the earth. You know, you're seeing and hearing more talks of these chariot sightings, which you people ignorantly refer to them as UFOs or so-called UFOs and UAPs. You know, we're seeing an increase in chariot sightings, and these are all a part of the signs that our Lord Yahawashi told us to look out for in these last days. But I got a short clip right here I'm going to play for you.
Flying object was spotted in India. Where exactly? Near the Bir Tikendrajit International Airport in the northeastern state of Manipur. The mysterious object was seen for at least an hour and a half, according to reports. It forced commercial flight operations to be shut down for over 3 hours. What exactly was this object? Was it a drone? Was it a balloon? A Chinese spy balloon, perhaps? The object has triggered a lot of questions, naturally so. And here's what we know so far. At around 2:30 p.m. local time, the Imphal Air Traffic Control got a call from the Central Industrial Security Force, CISF. The control room said that an unidentified flying object has been spotted. It was just above the air traffic control tower. It could be seen from the tower's terrace. People on the ground, including the airline and CISF personnel, also saw it. The object was white in color. Some saying it appeared like a drone. It flew over the terminal building and moved above the air traffic control tower. It remained there for some time and then it moved south of the runway and remained there till 4:05 p.m. local time. That was the last time the object was seen. After 4:05 p.m., it disappeared. It was a small object, but it caused a lot of disarray. As soon as it was sighted, all airport operations were kept on hold till further notice. A notice to the airmen of airspace closure was also flashed. Now, for those unversed, this notice relays information regarding a change in any aeronautical facility, service or hazard. An Indigo A320 flying from Kolkata to Imphal was told to keep a holding pattern. The flight remained in a holding pattern for about 25 minutes. Ultimately, it was diverted to Guwahati in Assam. Another Indigo A320 flying from Delhi to Imphal was diverted to Kolkata. 3 flights, 2 Air India and an Indigo aircraft also remained parked as the airspace was shut. And soon the Indian Air Force scrambled its Rafale fighter aircraft to search for the mysterious object. At around 3:55 p.m., the Eastern Air Commando began scanning the Imphal airspace for threats. This went on for an hour and a half. Subsequently, the command in Shillong allowed Imphal Airport to resume normal operations. And soon the Imphal Air Traffic Control resumed charge of the airspace. Aircraft operations finally restarted at around 6 p.m. After over 24 hours, it's still not clear what that object really was. And when we speak of a UFO, it's usually assumed that it relates to something from space. But there is more to this term, by the way. Unidentified flying objects need not point to outer space origins. They could range from being birds, balloons, drone-like objects, or foreign adversary systems. The UFO spotted in Imphal has raised many questions, of course. First and foremost, what was this object? And more importantly, who sent it? What was the intent? Was it sent as a threat? Was China somehow involved? This is where Imphal is. As you can see, it's not so far away from China. And Beijing, of course, has a history of meddling with the affairs of northeastern states of India. Was it another Chinese attempt at espionage? China has sent spy balloons far off in the west to the US. How difficult is it to send one to its next door paths? Unidentified flying.
And as you can see, these people are ultimately in a state of perplexity. Everybody outside this council, these people can't explain what's taking place here. You see? These people have no answers as to what's going on. You see? They can't explain these chariot sightings, man. They can't explain it. They don't have the answers, you see? But over here at Great Millstone, Stone with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, as well as like-minded men that teach the same doctrine, we have the answers, you see? Through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, we have the answers. The secrets have been, revealed to the prophets. You see? And as we get closer to that day, you people are going to be even more confused. Once our Lord Yahawashi hits the scene, you people aren't going to know how to respond to that, Especially you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're definitely not going to know what to do. You're not going to know what's going on. You just going to be left out there, man. But let's get straight into it. This Revelations 1 and verse 7, it says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him." Who is this? It's talking about our Lord Yahawashi. And it says he's coming with clouds. And that's a dark saying for those chariots, man. These are the so-called UFOs, man. It's in the scriptures. And this is how our Lord Yahawashi is going to return. And it said, and every eye is going to see him. See our Lord, man. And they also which pierced him. It says, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Exactly. And this is what the return of our Lord Yahawashi is going to consist of. Mass death and destruction. You see? Remember, our Lord ain't coming for peace, man. Our Lord is coming to make war. You see? He's coming back to make war, man. It's Isaiah 51 and 14. It says, the captive exile hasteneth that he may be loose, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. Exactly. So we're hastening to be loose, man. We're hastening, for America to be destroyed. That's why the Lord has a certain spirit on us, to constantly, put up these videos, constantly go out on the highways and byways, basically staying consistent and fervent. You see? Because we ultimately desire to be delivered from our enemies, man. And we also desire to see our enemies downfall, man, which we're in the process of that now. But we're talking about the complete destruction of our enemies, man. You see? Let's read again. Isaiah 51:14. It says, the captive exile hasteneth that he may be loose, and that he should not die in the pit. And what's the pit? The pit is America, man. And we don't want to die here. You see? It says, nor that his bread should fail. And our bread is not going to fail. The Lord already told us that we're not going to be confounded. You see? The destruction of America was written from the foundations of the earth. It was written before America was even thought about, man, or even created. You see? So our bread is not going to fail, man. The words, see, Horn just went off on that. The words of Yahawashi don't return unto him void, man. You see? That's why, you know, the words of the Lord are faithful and true. You see? But this Revelations 19. In verse 11, it says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And this is our Lord Yahawashi. And his righteousness, it's like you, it says, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. You see, and the Lord is coming back to judge this place, America, for all the wickedness, you know, and he's also coming back to judge you Edomites. You see? Who is the source of wickedness. You see? The Lord is coming back to make war with you Edomites, man. This is why your society is crumbling. Your kingdom is crumbling. That's not just happening for no reason, man. It's not like, now, of course, we understand that the left hand is at work. You know, they're trying to establish their NWO, which they're not going to be able to fulfill that. But who is behind that ultimately? It's Yahawashi. The Lord is behind, you know, the destructuring of this society and the ultimate, you know, judgment of this place, which would be those missiles being shot over here, man, and burning this place with fire and making this place a desolate wilderness, man. The Lord is going to take, you know, credit, you know, for the destruction of this place. But he's coming back to make war. It says his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but himself. You see? And it said he had many crowns, because our Lord is coming back to conquer, you know, all of these kingdoms ultimately, man. Remember, the Lord's coming to break in pieces these different kingdoms, man. Matter of fact, let's get that. This is Daniel 2.